What it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feelings. Do I love or do I lust and just enjoy the feeling? Trust me, it's a difference. See, I'm always gonna protect my heart. But when this love is no protection, can't just give them parts. You give your all, and if you don't, then you just make it hard. But when this lust, forget the problems, just come get me hard. This how we leave our women scarred. The lust create a soul tie.
WOVU-LP Cleveland.
Beautiful girls all over the world. I could be chasing, but my time would be wasted. They got nothing on you, baby.
Yeah.
Nothing on
Yeah.
Nothing on you, babe. Nothing on you. I know.
Bang, bang, bang. C-Town. What y'all do? What's going on with y'all out there? Hey, y'all, check this out. It's that time of the day. You know what I'm saying? It's that time of the hour. It's the best time on radio today. This is 95.9 FM. We are elated that you taking some time out of your day to be with us. But I know you did it for a reason. Hey, y'all, check this out. You know what this is. It's Uncut, it's Uncensored. And today we got a treat for you. Today is going to be a little bit different format for y'all today. We got nothing but some fellas in the house. Fellas, go ahead, y'all speak on up a little bit. Just let them know y'all.
Hey, welcome. Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's happening. Nothing but the fellas. So you know what it is. I'm your guy, D Boogie, in the place. I'm going to do the how to finds a little bit later. But right now, y'all here with us. So I'm going to take care of 2-3 things before we get moving. First thing is this. 95.9 FM, WOVU, best radio station in C-Town. Got that out the way. We all know that. That's why we listening. Number 2, you can check us out, old school. You can go to web, go to www.wovu.org. Check us out that way. But the other way is kind of real smooth. You can download the WOVU app. Click on Listen Now. Check us out. Here's all over the world. Crystal clear. Yeah, so like I said, with your man D Boogie, you can catch up with me on IG at Don Zani, and then also Facebook, Don Bradford, and you can check out the shows. I might mess that part up, but Rafiq, you think you can help me out with that? Yeah. It'll be up on the screen for him. Okay, so you can go to YouTube, check us out at Relationship Talk. That's Relationship Talk, Uncut _ Uncensored, is it? Relationship Talk, Uncut, Uncensored. You got your man Rafiq, Third Eye Production, taking care of us here. And let's go ahead and introduce some of the people in the house. Go ahead, guy.
That's your boy, Mr. 79th, better known as the Baldhead Specialist. You can reach and find me at Baldhead _ Specialist on IG.
That's what's happening. So the ladies decided to give the fellas a show, see what we can do and how we can do it. We do appreciate that. I know y'all out and about enjoying yourself in this beautiful weather. You know, rumor mill was that, you know, y'all was even out the country.
Yeah.
In Aruba.
Yeah.
That part. So what I want to do is just introduce some of the guys that's here. I'm going to talk a little bit. You know, I could do a little pre-introduction, or if you want to do it yourself, you can do it yourself. What about my man over here?
Appreciate the invite. Just Tracy Haynes. Glad to be here to talk some meaningful dialogue with some positive brothers and, you know, give the listeners a little different spin.
There it is. Go ahead, T.
Hey, this your man T Stoney, man. I'm hollering at you, Don. I'm coming out, give some conversation. I'm excited, bro. And, you know, I'm going to keep all my math to myself. All right? But I'm going to spread this knowledge around, though.
There you go.
That's
there
what's
you
up.
go. All right. And my man over here, what's happening here?
This Hill, Mark Hill, born and raised, Cleveland Heights finest.
That's what's up.
So I'm just here to join my brothers and talk and communicate and have a good time tonight.
All right, so y'all know what this is. This is a relationship show. Give you a little bit of ins and out, guys. I'm going to stand up a little bit while I'm doing this. Give you a little bit of the ins and out. Okay, so we got to keep everything fair, right? We on the air. We live. You know, so just be careful of your verbiage, okay? Number 2, we live.
Emphasis.
The emphasis. We are live. Now, this show is about relationship talk. the goal is to give our listeners great advice. But we got to do that keeping it real. It's uncut and it's uncensored. Sometimes, just let y'all know, we do get censored. And if this is one of the times, we do have an excuse. All right? So listen, we keep it real. It's uncut, it's uncensored. And the topic for today. When do you know, being a male, when do you know that you got the right one? What are you looking for? What are the characteristics that the right one, the one you're going to commit to, settle in with? Because we ain't going to settle down. We're going to settle in. What are some of the things that not only does she has to possess, but you feel she could possess and that you're looking for? So that's going to be the headline of the conversation. I know you guys, we talk all the time.
Right.
So we could just start it off with some of our dialogue talk. Bald head specialist.
You're going to throw it your way.
Go throw it your way.
Oh man.
Go and throw it your way. And the only reason why I want to do that, I want you to, get my fellows warmed up a little bit and everything, so that they can see how how this flows.
Yeah, it's all good. We can definitely go and dive in there. Just for myself, you know how I feel about it. It's different strokes for different folks. Everybody's situation different, and everybody get on differently. So far as myself, I'm looking for. I'm for me. If I was in a position of looking, because I'm definitely spoken for, but I'm just saying even so, even though when you were doing that, when you was looking, I was looking. When I was looking, I'm gonna put it in the first person.
Okay.
When I was looking, man, I'm really looking, for a smart woman, man, that understands her worth first and foremost. That's the first thing for me. She has to know her worth as a woman, and smart. She gotta know how to cook. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
Right.
Understands what her values are. Because I ain't hard to please. To be honest with you. I come on in. I got me. If she tired, I'll take a couple of bologna sandwiches. Fried bologna sandwiches sliced down. Down diagonal. With them corduroy chips on the side. With that Kool-Aid. I ain't hard to please because she thought about me. She
right.
She may not been there too tired to cook, you know what I'm saying?
Still prepared
she
for
definitely didn't, not think about me. So, I ain't hard to please, man. I'm like I said, I'm looking for was looking at the time for a woman that, knows her worth as a woman, smart, bright, and everything, man. And knows how to take care of a man.
Okay, so what I'm hearing, the main thing is that she already has to be in a certain place as far as her value.
Yes, yeah. First of all, as long as she know her worth as a woman, we can work. Everything else we can work through.
All right. I'm not going to ask you the question that the question asker would ask you.
Yeah.
It's
coming though. It's definitely coming.
But
I'm waiting on it.
Yeah, but when you say she has to know, she has to know. What if she has potential? She fine. She got all this.
If she
you know
got
what I'm
the
saying?
Potential, and I see that it's worth, plugging into, giving that value, then I help her find it.
Right.
I help her learn it and find it. And I ain't that iffy type guy that just like, she ain't this, she ain't that. I'm cool. I'm finna push on. If I see it that is, she can be what I'm looking for, I help her find it, man. I ain't got no problem with it.
Yeah. Now, for me, and I want to jump in, fellas. For me, what some of the things that I look for. I'm gonna bring it down a little bit, okay? I look for a 10. All right, so that's what I'm gonna look for. I'm gonna look for a 10, right? Okay, all right. That's what I want, but I know that's not what I need. So even though I'm looking there,
right,
I know there's a possibility that I'm gonna find something else. Because one thing for sure is this: everything changes, everything rearranges. Like they used to say back in the day here, beauty is just not skin deep. So as you become a man, you begin to go beyond that. But I'm still looking for that. But it expanded from not just being the physical or what she look on the outside. It has become other characteristics. You know, and I really don't even have a problem with some addition. You know, so if I can't, you know, necessarily say she a 10 here, maybe I'll break her down a little bit, say she an 8 here, 2 there, she equal a 10. Overall she a 10. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like the bald head specialist said, yeah, I need a woman to know her value, you know, to know her value, know what she's worth. Because if she knows what she is worth, then she is able to understand what I am worth as a man. So, you know, she has to know that. You know,
We're going to get into that.
You're going, yeah, we could jump into any time.
Absolutely. I mean,
You know.
Okay.
You know, and so my first take is, that's going to be my first take on this.
All right.
It's you know, I want to make sure everybody, you know, come with their initial thought. You know, my man.
This is Trey Lou once again. I want to reiterate, I appreciate the invite. We all know what sometimes a brother go throughs out here. You know, last thing he wants to come home or be in a relationship that's volatile. He wants his peace. He wants his woman to give him peace. And, you know, it goes both ways.
Absolutely.
Let me reiterate what Don just said about having a 10. I mean, let's be honest, guys. We want something nice to look at. That's just
Indeed.
that's just how it goes. We can talk about the personality, and that's fine too. But what's the first thing you notice about a person when you see them or meet them? It's what they look like, right? And it goes both ways. So, you know, I've always been like you guys. Always been attracted to
The finer things in life.
exactly. And like my man over here was saying, what's your name again, bro?
Guy.
A guy. Like he was saying, she has
Just
to know,
guy, not a guy.
guy. She has to know her worth. She has to know her worth. She has to have confidence.
Right.
You know, things of that nature. You know, there's just so much, you know, we can all put into this, but at the end of the day, you want somebody that's confident, and how she was raised also plays a big part.
Oh, yeah.
You know, was she raised with unconditional love by her parents? You know, because that's huge.
That's huge. But so are you looking for somebody that was raised by both of their parents, or you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm not. I'm not looking for that because I won't make that debate an excuse.
Okay.
About how she turned out, but I'm just saying it helps.
It helps. Okay. All
You know,
right.
because I've been on, you know, both sides of the track with that.
Right. I
know.
agree with you on that. I agree with you.
But gentlemen, is a 10 possible?
Is it?
See, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean,
It's
Is a
It's
10
not-
really possible?
it's not impossible.
you sound like a lawyer. Is it possible?
I mean, who would be considered a 10?
Well,
I think that's perspective.
you know. Yeah, go ahead, T.
No, I mean, you know, real talk, like, my 10 might not be your 10, your 10 might not be my 10, but we still got to die. You know what I mean? Like, first of all, we're all individuals, so we all going to have our own perspective on what we decide, you know, is a 10, okay? So, you know, let's be real. Nobody going to be everything. We already know that. At least I found that out. Let's say that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, you meet a woman, we all got our bullet points, our must-haves, you know, as does she, right? And beyond that physical, because like Trey say, you know, the look got me there. Who you are gonna keep me, right?
Preach.
So, you know, for me personally, and if there's anybody out there that know, you know, I've been there, done that. I done made every mistake a middle-aged man could make. Trust me. But I say this, you know, I need a woman, honestly, that self-worth, that confidence is important. She got to know who she is, right? That being said, she needs to know who I am and that willingness to know who I am and that patience, all right? And so that's big for me. And more importantly than anything, and I've learned this lately as an older man, right? We got to be friends.
Right.
I got to really enjoy you, just being around you. You know what I mean? Because like you say, looks come go. We know that.
Yep.
But that fulfillment that I have when I'm with you is key. So, you know, that's.
So you saying value just as well. So I think we're all agreeing on that. And then also you mentioned, you know, friends. You know, got to be friends.
Yeah, just that, you know, that desire to just want to be around you.
Yeah,
I mean, come on, I mean, I can remember.
Totally agree.
Yeah, I remember like your girl want to get with you, like, oh man, I gotta go get my girl. Oh man, bye guys.
Leave your ball with us.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, right. Leave your ball. Right.
What about you, brother Hill?
For me, I'm 53 years old, so first, a woman at this stage in my life, she got to have her own. I raise my kids. I'm not trying to raise another child, so she got to have her own. Stable. Able to pay her bills is a must. And then, she got to be able to keep me accountable. I want somebody that, if I say that, hey, I want to start working out Monday through Friday, she going to make sure I stay on that path, So, and then two, got to be a friend, just like a soulmate. Got to be somebody that, I smile when I want to go home or I want to call during the day, and it's no drama, So that's my main thing, that soulmate, no drama. I just came back from Charlotte. A lot of pretty queens down there. I know why they call it Queen City, boy. But, they ain't got nothing on my Cleveland sisters.
Nothing on it.
So that's about it.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break here in a second. It's going to be a real quick one. Other than myself, and I threw it out there, ladies, what you really hearing is, the looks, are warranted. But overall, it's more so all these other factors: peace, friendship, accountability, value, things of that nature. Now, y'all don't all need to look alike, because we didn't say a certain look. I just said I was looking for a 10. I know I can't find one, but I'm still looking. This is Uncut Uncensored. We'll be right back. WOVU 95.9 FM. Y'all know what it is. Uncut Uncensored 95.9 FM. Hey, y'all, check this out. We are getting ready to go podcast Uncut After Dark. Oh, we can really jump into it.
Sizzle.
It's gonna be hot.
What's up?
Yeah, so while we was at break, Rafiq brought up a good point. He wanted to jump in on this real quick, and we appreciate that. He's talking about how do you handle adversity when a situation occurs, whatever it is. Are you gonna, we'll talk about that. But his thing is, how do you handle adversity? I know for me, I'm piggybacking on Trey. Peace. You gonna handle it peacefully. You're gonna handle it with a resolution in mind. Instead of just focusing and talking about the situation. One thing that I know for sure, everything passes, and if you look beyond where you at, you got a great chance of getting where you want to go. So topic, if you guys jumped in a little bit later. The ladies not here today, so we got the guys, we got people in the house. I'm gonna tell you about this panel real quick. You got some great brothers in here. Now, for you ladies that always talk that stuff, a lot of things out right now where they talking about how they want a certain type of man got to have certain credentials. I'm gonna keep it real. They talk about need to have a certain amount of money to kick it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All of that.
So these things y'all talk about. You see, we don't care about the money piece.
Not necessarily.
It ain't that big of a deal. Because I'm gonna tell you here, when I hear ladies always talking about these 6-figure guys, and regardless if they're 6 figures or not, that's what they talk about. Well, in this house, just let you know, you got 6 figures everywhere, and you even got a 7 in the house. Even got a 7, not a little 7,
Right.
Big 7.
Big 7.
Big 7. So what I'm saying with that is this. That listen to what a man want? You know, and the men that y'all talk about, they gotta have at least something to get next to you. You know, so Uncut Uncensored. Appreciate y'all once again being here with us. So I want to jump into, you know, the conversation a little bit on this side. As I stated, so we got these women out here. They looking for a lot of things. They're looking for a man that's in a certain place, right? Mainly financially.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. We all want to be with someone that brings us some form of security.
Right.
You know, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, things of that nature. You know, so I understand, you know, what these women are looking for, and they talk about it all the time. Now we're gonna talk about it a little bit more. Anybody want to jump in? Like I say,
Yeah.
I want to take. Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna jump in. It's Trey Luke again on the microphone. Oftentimes, you know, a woman want her man to spoil her. Well, she got to be there on days he can't spoil her. You did. I mean, my man Raphael brought up the fact that Rafi brought up the fact that you know, sometimes it ain't gonna be sunny outside every day. You know, it's gonna be times when things gonna get tight. And you got to be able to deal with the highs and the lows. That's just life, right? It's it's peaks and valleys. It's trials and tribulations. So, you know, you got to roll with the punches. And you know, me personally, I've always maintained that I'm not gonna get too high or too low. I'm even keel. You know, that's just the Libra man in me. I'm always gonna be one way. You know, I ain't gonna get low. I ain't gonna get high. No matter what happens. Just going to deal with it. You know what I'm saying, T. Scone?
You're going to stay even kill. I mean, you know, right in the middle. But, so, you know, let me just go and get with it.
Go ahead.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the woman having certain things she wants, deserves, desires, all of that. I mean, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm going to be real with you. That's 100% cool. Here's the deal, though. If he don't have everything, then for some reason, he ain't the one. Now, for women, I can kind of hear them right now, but let me say this. women gonna work with you now. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you, because many, you know, work with me on some shortcomings I may not have or have going on. But here's the thing. We just can't say, all right, well, he got to have this, and this, and if he ain't got it, then I'm on to the next. Wow. Just like that?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so for me, you know, nothing like having a woman that's your partner. You know, she down with you. You know, you might not be quite where she would want you to be, but she gonna work with you, and vice versa. That's that understanding. That's that. And my boy used to tell me, no nothing beating understanding. That's just that thing y'all gotta have. And then, because when you start pointing fingers and put demands on each other, and then somebody falls short, because I might have had a great job and you met me. They might have fired me 6 months later. You out? Or you staying down?
Some of them's out, some of them staying in.
Right.
It depends.
Right. But you know that one that's going to get down with you, and most women will. I will say that, honestly. You know, some good ones, they're going to get down with you. You know, they're going to work with you. But when you just say, hey, this is my list of what I got to have, then I don't have it. Then I have no value whatsoever. And for me, you know.
So hold on. So are you saying
come on,
that
what?
men is like, you know, if you ain't meeting these criteria, you saying we out? Is that what I'm
I
hearing?
mean, well, no, I'm not saying. I'm more saying that more women seem to be more steadfast and on their soapbox about that more so than men. Men, we tend to be a little.
So
more
we're flexible. You saying we're a little flexible?
I think we're a little more flexible
than they are.
I mean, yeah, I think we're a little more flexible. Okay, than women. Now, women are smarter, but I'm sorry, guys, to tell y'all that. But that's true. But men are. I know.
They're quite clever. I ain't gonna say smarter.
But you know, like we are physical men, you know, by nature. I mean, we love a beautiful woman.
Absolutely.
I mean, you can have a beautiful woman, you still might look at one, but don't mean you want it. But we just visual men, you know, as a whole. But now beyond those looks, because I'm telling you, like I say, you know, today I love them looks, but that ain't enough. That ain't it. So, you know, going back to that woman who has a little bit of patience, you know, definitely domesticated. All right, that's me. I'm old school. You ain't got to cook every day. That's not what I'm saying. But please do know how to.
Right.
And don't mind doing it. Because as a man, I don't mind doing my part.
And even if you don't know how to, at least you're going to take the step and saying, hey, listen, I'm going to take care of this for you.
Exactly.
You know, and as long as you allow her to take that step, whether she messing it up or not, you can always work through that.
Indeed. I mean, and I don't want to, this. I'm not preaching. I'm just speaking.
You good.
But what I'm saying is that, look, for me personally, again, this is just my personal opinion, so I don't speak for all men and ladies, so please just, But what I am saying is this, as a man who, kind of been out here a little bit, we do need that no drama. Like, let's not nitpick on everything. There are some things in which we can argue about. Of course, we all know we're going to need some money. I don't care what that's about. You can't make it out here without no money. That's just facts. So just deal with those facts. So let's not make that such a big thing. It's on the list. It ain't got to be number one, but it's on the list. You know what I mean? So, but for me, that woman that's willing to commit to that friendship and be down for me, like you say, highs, lows, good, bad, because everything fun when you're winning.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything fun when you're winning. But what about when, hey, we took a little loss? What we going to do?
Right.
Right.
Because
we got to have a plan, first of all, anyway.
And I think that's one thing a woman does look for. They look for a man that got some type of plan.
Got to have a plan.
Some type of blueprint to follow.
Indeed.
Yeah, I get it. Especially the part about partner, because that's exactly what it is when it come with me. Like, my woman, it's like, we a team. And I ain't ever looking for anything other than that. If it's a hit, we split. If it's a spare, we share everything. Indeed. So if I get it coming in this particular week pretty good, then I'm gonna take, I'm gonna say, you know what, I'm gonna take care of a little bit extra on this and this, but like I said, we take it straight down the middle, because ain't no egos with it, when it come to the household. As far as my household, I don't, like I said, it's different folks for different folks. You got some men that say, you know what, my woman ain't working, she ain't got to pay this. That's your choice. I don't hate on it, because that's how he get on, and my house is different. But I feel like women's lists they have a long list when it come to men. You understand what I'm saying? Let me explain why. It's like build a bear. Like, you go to the mall and get ready to go build like the kids go in there to go build a bear. They're not going to build a man. Like, their list is extremely long. They are looking, not all of them, but most of them are looking for him to have every single thing on their list. Yes. And then this it. They ain't willing to bend about the thing. They not willing to make no adjustment when it comes to their list. If they got to make a small adjustment, it's like, oh my God, for real? For real. Are you serious? Ain't no perfect men out here. This ain't no perfect women out here. You have to be able to understand where you have to, make some adjustments on this. Like, at the end of the day, like you say, this female could be fine as wine. And you looking for everything in her because you are so physically attracted to her. Right. And when you get her home, she can't cook. She don't like to clean. All she want to do is have her hand out.
Can he hold a conversation?
Because she felt like she gave you the cookie, so she just want to have her hand out. So at the end of the day, I'm about that part too, bro. When it comes to it has to be extremely more when it comes to looks. Because at the end of the day, I cook myself. So in my house, man, we take turns. If we take turns, and I got this day, she got this day. If I get in before her, I'm cooking.
Right.
And if I'm not in enough time to cook and I get in before her, I know what she like. So I'm going to go get what she desire to have.
Right, exactly.
So it's like I said, it's a team. Everybody don't look for that in a partner. Right. And that's like I said, different strokes for different folks. Different households run differently. Mine's just like that. So, I'm gonna take that time in the beginning to ask the questions I'm supposed to ask, and let my actions learn her about me, and let her actions learn me about her. So that's part of doing your homework in the beginning, being able to find these things out. So when you find out that you have a team player for real, and she's on the team as a partner, as a true partner, when things fall or take a L or some things happen or whatever, she on board. Like, listen, this I was thinking about how we can be able to put something together to get some tools and fuels coming in this way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had I'm gonna be honest with you, I had a situation way before where I had one now, my life that I have now, where she was like, well, won't you, how you feel about selling some things at the barbershop while you at the barbershop? Like, how about, selling some bottled waters or some Gatorades? Put a bottle of water and a Gatorade in that person's chair before they get out of there. Or how about, if it's slow at the barbershop, get that cooler and take that cooler to the basketball courts. When they see you, they offer it. They're like, OG, let me get 3 of them. Let me get 4 of them. You done sold out 2. It's 90 degrees outside. They balling. Right. The waters they came with gone.
Indeed.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
so from that day, this is no lie. From that day,
I sell bottled waters and Gatorades at the barbershop.
Stop it.
I'm pushing the water on somebody when they get out. And so when I get home, you know, it's like, you know, that slot of money goes into a certain slot where I arrange my bills, where I put that in there and it helps out with the other bills. You understand what I'm saying? So to create a situation, she brought that to my attention, like, well, why don't you do this? And this will help with another money avenue to come in and help out with things why it's like this. And then you can keep it going. You know, so when you basically, you know, you get a real true partner, man. You know, a real true partner, team player, man.
Yeah,
absolutely,
and
absolutely.
Believe me, man.
But what about, you know, and I feel you on that. Yeah. The partner.
Oh, you about to play the bad guy?
Yeah. You know, the partner. I ain't not total bad guy. But the you know, we dealing with something right now today that is kind of like, you know, we've seen this switch in our lifetime.
Okay.
You know. Okay. It's, you know, I am all for the movement, but the result of the movement got me going kind of crazy these days. Okay. I'm going to talk about that when we get back, okay?
All right.
All right, y'all, one more time. Sun Color and Sensor, 95.9 FM, and we will be right back. Yeah.
Yeah, we all poor, even if you got money, still looking for more. Why am I buying rollies? I got 20 for sure. Still connect with you, it's still hitting the drawer.
Uncut Uncensored, y'all. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Uncut Uncensored. We got the guys here with us today. Ladies are enjoying vacationing and everything. I hope they're having fun in the sun. Meantime, show goes on. So, you know, conversation went to a little different spin, which it always does. Mm-hmm. It always will. All right. Which is a good thing, right? Now, before we went to break, you know, my thoughts is this. We're talking about as women has changed, and my generation, your generation,
absolutely,
our generation, you know. And I'm all with it. I'm all with it. Don't get me wrong. I'm all with it. It's all good. It's all good. And this is movement is based upon their empowerment. Y'all empowerment. You know, where y'all, you know, y'all doing y'all things. I applaud. I do applaud you. You know. But there's a place for that and a place for that not. You know, in your career, in your achievement as an entrepreneur, your movement and politics, all this good stuff. You know, y'all doing y'all thing. But at the end of the day, you know, still in search for that right man. And because you're able to move in this culture that we have now, in this society that allows, that encourage you, your empowerment, which we are all behind, you think that attitude will have you winning at home. And that attitude is probably, you need to check. It's just like a cop need to check it, you know, when he take that uniform off. Right. So you need to, but what we find is that I know a lot of movement is always on. I get that. It's always on. It's always on because you grind and you trying to turn that grind into a groove. Well, you turn it into a groove when you come home to a man. And I know y'all say y'all want to be, you know, submissive at the house when you know, when you come home, you want a man to do this, that, and everything. But you know, you're easily frustrated. You easily want to jump into this road that's out the household. You know, that's my take. You know, I just feel like, you know, you still got to stay in a certain, I can't say it like that, place, you know, and the place is, you know, there's traditional roles, and you know that's but these roles we find, and men are struggling with the newer roles that are out and things of that nature. You know, Hill, you were saying in a break, what?
Yeah, I was saying that, you know, I find nothing wrong with a woman that want to be a boss. I think it's hard for any boss, no matter you a female or a male, to turn it off once you get home. You know what I'm saying? It's just that mentality. It's that, you know, it's just it's a height. you know, it's hard to turn that high off. So if you got somebody at home that, you know, ain't digging you or can't handle it, then that might not be the best person for you. Maybe you need another boss by your side, the mentality, you know. But I think, you know, things are changing now. Women are having some good jobs, making some good money, you know, and sometimes, you know, a man got to take a back seat, and by them taking their back seat, they're questioning their own manhood. You know, there's nothing wrong with a man supporting a female now and let her make that money, and he played the other role, you know, the house.
Well, hold on. When you say
the house man
Yeah,
role.
hold on now. Wait a minute.
Hold on now.
Hold
dog.
up.
What you
Wait a
talking
minute.
about over here, brother? Hold on, y'all.
Yeah, time out.
Time.
I
Bring
love
that
the
bag.
time.
Hold up, man.
Yeah, I have.
Hey,
I love
that's-
it.
we got to put him with
I
a tech.
think that, listen, I'm gonna be honest, man. You know, I'm a barber, okay, and I'm a boss because I work for myself. I don't punch nobody's clock, but I do see a lot in the barbershop. I've witnessed a lot in the barbershop, in the field, in the areas that I visited, and everything. And for the women that are bosses in what they do, as far as the level that they own, these women really, really know their worth. So we already know that.
Right.
That's first and foremost. These particular women as bosses know their worth. And the thing is that like you were saying, OG, they be so much in position to run this, tell this, do this. And that's okay when you're in the workplace, when you in your element. But when you're at home, it's still your element, but it's not the same element as in your workspace. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like you know how to turn it on when you go to work, know how to turn it off when you come home. Because I don't work for you.
Right.
I don't work for you. So you can't talk to me like you talking to one of your employees, because I don't work for you. I love you. And I support everything about you. So you, as being a boss, and how I support everything about you, you still have to know when you come home, make them necessary adjustments for you dock this door, because I don't work for you. We're going to deal with what we dealing with at home, but what we deal with at home doesn't go to the workplace.
Right.
So this is just my opinion. I feel like a woman that's a boss, it's a beautiful thing. She running things. The empowerment of women is wonderful. It's just that those women need to understand that when you go home, he doesn't work for you. You cannot treat him like an employee.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I get it.
You have to be able to make the necessary adjustments. You have to be submissive, just like he has to be submissive when he get there.
I don't know about
He
that.
had both, because it ain't one-sided. Because it can be, he's a boss,
Right.
and she's a boss. You see what I'm saying? So those
Gotta be some give and
It's
take
a
in
give
it.
and take.
Gotta
That's
be
what
some give and
that-
take. That's what I'm saying.
In order
Gotta be some
for it to
balance.
be
Yeah.
able to be a balance, both individuals have to be submissive when they get home, because she don't work for him, he don't work for her.
Right.
You're not in the workplace anymore.
Right,
So
right.
it has to be some common ground balance at home, because if it's not, guess what? It's not gonna work. That's just my take.
Yeah. So here you were saying, you say you a boss and you need a boss, but then you say the woman boss could be the boss of you at the house. Is that what you're saying?
Well, not the boss of me. I ain't.
You say
Hold on, man. Wait a minute. Hold on now.
Ain't that
Hey,
what
say- hey,
He said
hey,
he
Michael
need to
Jackson, man.
He said he
back
need to sit back
Right.
and
You said
ride.
fall back. That's what
Did
you
you say
said.
that?
Right.
What you said?
Right, I said that person. You know,
Okay.
I
get you on that.
ain't say me now.
Okay.
But basically, I'm saying that, you know, if a guy got a good woman that's out there making money,
Right.
working hard,
Bless her heart.
and
Right.
you know, he
Bless
ain't got
mine,
his
too.
stuff all the way together.
He ain't all the way together.
Right, he
Okay.
ain't all the way together. Then I say that he might need to just be on the support end. You know, he can't be Mike. He gotta be Scotty.
At home he can.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying?
Okay, but let's keep
I'm
it
saying
100
that.
though. Let's keep it 100. Now, that's cool at first, right?
Right.
Then she gonna start looking at you. Keep it 100. I mean, see, and when you say boss, not just a boss at the job where you running stuff.
Right.
You might be a boss in your mind.
Right.
You know, you might not necessarily be a shot caller at work, but you're a boss about your life, right? So I get that boss mentality of women on. And again, it's been something new. It's been something new. But then again, you know, I am attracted to that confidence that a boss may have, whether it's on the job or in her mind. But here's the problem, and we touched on it, and I'm about to go in on it. Talking about that submission aspect, where now let's be real. You know, I think it took a strong woman to say, you know what, I'm gonna submit that. I'm gonna play this role, because it's about role play, and that role play can switch depending on the situation. So what he'll say, okay, she make more than me. I might be lucky to make $50,000 a year. She make $140,000, right? So she can almost buy me 3 times over. But we together. Well, if you keep pointing your finger in my face, telling me what I ain't got or how much I don't make, then you taking my manhood. So then now I'm almost resentful of you. You see, but if we got a balance, you say, okay, baby, that's cool. But I know you put that in. You know, that 50 that you make, you putting that in though, and you into me, and you about me, then we working together. But see, these boss-minded women, I hear a lot. I heard one last night going all in with her wish list. Oh man, you should have heard her.
Yeah.
Bro, I was like, you won't even have all this? What you doing?
I left in time.
Man, I had to order another drink.
Well, let's piggyback on what Hill was saying over the T. Sconey.
On the
It's well documented that a lot of women, educated women, they make quite a bit of money.
Oh, they do well. They do very well.
So it's nothing wrong with having a partner, wife, woman, whatever, to make more money than her man, right?
I agree with. I'm
totally
okay with that. I'm with that.
And from a personal standpoint, I wouldn't feel a certain kind of way.
I wouldn't either.
Because if she making 100,000, 150, whatever, and I'm making 60 or 70, I'm cool. I'm cool with that. But if she start acting uppity, like she's better than me, that's when the problem comes in it.
And that's what I was saying about the boss mentality, you know, Don. Like, can she? Okay, can we? Do we have that understanding with each other that, baby, just because I made 3 times what you made?
Well, I think what happens is the women say that.
Right.
They good with it. They say that. But as time goes, they begin to like, you know, because they feel as if a boss is a boss. And your mind, your pockets, whatever.
Right.
They trying to conquer. You know, and they feel it at a certain point that they done conquered your heart.
Right.
Or your time. And with that being said, they begin to, you know, maybe fall back a little bit on what they really think. You know, and that is, hey, and you know, y'all tear me up all the time. I ain't got no problem saying it out there in radio world. You know, and that is, you know, y'all just.
Well, you got to say it now. Say it with your chest.
I'm just gonna say that. I'm gonna say they playing games.
Playing games.
I'm gonna put it that way. They playing games. You know, they just out here trying to conquer. You know.
Not all.
Continue to buy.
Not all.
Not all. They
sing home.
No, you know, not all women.
Even if they are, even if they are,
okay.
Even if the woman is the boss, and even if she is, you know, making what she's making over her male, the it's consequences behind those actions. And let me just real quick say it that if her male is making less than her, and she's making well over him. We all understand. Myself, I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with my woman making more than money than me. But I'm all with my man over there speaking about, like, if she begins to, like, keep taunting and throwing it over my head, and when you do that, you make your man feel some kind of way.
Belittle you.
So if you continue to do it and your actions don't change and you continue to do it as if you're saying, well, I'm trying to this one, I'm trying that. Listen, if you're trying to, your actions will be a little different.
Right.
Because if you careful in your approach about something, then you don't have to worry about your response. So if you trying to enhance anything that's going on within me, your approach would be a lot different. But if you sitting up there taunting and this and that, at the end of the day, the consequence is that I'm gonna be gone.
Yeah.
ASAP.
I'm not standing for it. Not a consistent downing.
Hey, you nailed it unequivocally. I mean, let's cut to the chase.
Absolutely.
The days of housewife staying at home, those days is over with.
Yeah, that's over with.
Right? We can all agree to that. It ain't like
that's true.
Like when our parents was growing up. So we know there's been plenty of times where a man that sent his wife or his girlfriend through medical school as a nurse through law school, and she's got a degree, right?
Right. Right.
He financed it.
Right. He held her down.
And
Right.
you know, she got brand new.
Trey, I told you to keep that story to yourself.
Hey,
My
he's
bad.
still hurting, man. He's still hurting. I'm gonna give him a hug after this, man.
My bad. I'm just
but
I'm keeping it real.
no, but you know, look, check this out. Real again, ladies, don't ever think a man don't want a woman that's doing something.
Absolutely.
And I mean, that's for me. That's mandatory. So cool.
We ain't insecure men around here.
Talk to me. We talk back.
Now, but here's that phrase I'm about to touch on. I want a king. Okay. You're a queen. You want a king. Cool. What does that look like? Right. How does that play out in the home, in our relationship, in terms of me being your king? Now, that may say, I need you to be a certain type of man. Okay, cool. Do you respect that? Do you take that leadership? Or do I follow you? See, now, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings today. But that's real, because sometimes with that boss mentality, you can't turn that off. So now you and I are fighting over the direction we going in. You know, we got to sell in the same direction. We got to sit down and have a goal. We're working toward that goal, and either you're gonna allow me to do it, or you're gonna submit to me doing whatever way you want to word it. But you gotta let me be that leader because you want a king.
Right.
If you leading me, after a while you're gonna look at me and say, you don't tell me nothing. You ain't worth having.
You know, it's like this. You know, you gotta when you were business minded, if you're a female, you were a business minded male. You're a male, you were a business minded female. I'm just gonna keep it to those two categories for the sake of this conversation.
Right.
You got to be able to enjoy each other. You know, beyond the essentials, the things that's necessary, like the payment of certain bills and things of that nature, and you know, the spending of time, quality time. You know, one of the great things about that I found is great to turn the relationship into a business partner, a business itself. You know, to where you are us.org or what a us.incorporated.
Inc. Yeah.
And it's just us. And so we're going to have some fun out here. We're going to go out here and we're going to conquer something that neither one of us have right now. But we're going to find a common ground to a direction that we want to go, you know, in the business world. Now, what role are you going to play? What role am I going to play? That is up to discussion. But, you know, it gives you the opportunity to, you know, not necessarily just grow with each other, but to grow something with each other and enjoy it. You know, things of that nature. You got to, you know, you got a boss, you know, somebody that's a boss mentality, especially, you know, guys and stuff like that with a woman, they want you to be a part of something.
Yeah.
But, you know, look, baby, you already built that. We could do something else.
Yeah, let's fix something together.
Let's fix something
Let's
together.
have a common
You know.
project we working on together.
Together,
You
and
absolutely.
you know, yeah, I'm solution oriented all the time. You know, we're gonna take one more break. This is gonna be our last break of the day, fellas, and then when we get back, we're gonna we got about 5 more minutes in the air, 10 more minutes in the air, and we're gonna, you know, just send this thing on home. Listen to Uncut and Censored 95.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Hey, welcome back to 95.9 FM, Uncut and Uncensored.
That's right. So
Sound good, T. Sound good.
Absolutely.
he got that voice for it. Look, give it to us one more time. Hey.
Hey, that's my man. You know?
Yeah, so we, like I say, you know, we're gonna wrap this up. We got about 8 more minutes.
Okay.
8 minutes on there.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we're gonna free fall it, guys. What you want to talk about? Anything you want the women to know?
Real quick in 2 minutes, all right? I just want to simply say
1 minute.
1 minute.
2 minutes is long.
Hey, well, look, hey, check it out. You know, I'm long-winded, but let me say this. Hey, ladies, I don't want any woman to ever think by this conversation that as a man or as men, we don't appreciate you, because trust me, we really do want a solid woman. Believe me. Looks is great, but, you know, that character, and your ambition and desire is so needed. Just try to understand your guy and talk with your man so y'all can have something in common, so y'all understand, so we ain't trying to fight each other for this wheel, because there ain't but one wheel to this. So that was the only thing I would say with women. You know, if you know who you are, you're confident, you're strong, nothing wrong with it. Stay that. Just talk to your man, figure it out, know him, y'all come up with something together, and let's stay on that path. And please, please do not give your man a lot of drama, because as much as you don't want it, he don't want it. Be his friend. Try that. Be his friend. Try it. Be better than his homie. That's all I got to say.
Make him want to come home to you.
Man, come on. Believe that. Believe that. That's, woo, boy. If they listen, they know.
This Trey, look back at y'all. I'm going to be real brief. You know, God, he made Adam and Eve for a reason. Obviously, you know, we it's a saying, we can't live with you or without you. In this life, we're not here long enough to be unhappy, male or female. So act accordingly and choose wisely.
Well, women, I say stay true to your cardinal principles. You know what you want, you know what you need. Hold it down. I'm going to do the same. Us men got to do the same. And, hey, just come together as one. Enjoy life. Got one life to live.
Well, it's your boy. I'm going to go ahead and say this and be done with it. Rather you know, on a boss level or not, understand that, you know, if you are in a marriage or relationship and you're on your way home from your work day, understand that it is so important, extremely important, to know that when you get home, to know how to turn it off. Just understand how important it is to know how to turn it off, because those are not your employees when you get home. It's so important to have a relationship and a relationship. Most people don't, but it's so important to have a relationship and a relationship. And if you give that value and understand how important that is, everything should pan itself out.
Can you get the people in the back an example of a relationship within a relationship? What do you mean?
When you able to come home and turn it off and get involved with your spouse and put your walking shoes on and go on outside and take a nice walk and just talk about things that you may want to bring to the table about something. And it necessarily doesn't have to be negative, but when you point out things that you need to talk about, it's so easy to find a solution to an issue than it is a problem. So when you're looking to be able to find, to be able to work that out, it doesn't develop into a problem. So it's so important to have a relationship inside the relationship. Okay. And just know that when you come home, it's okay to turn it off, because you don't want to deal with the things you deal at work. Coming home, treating that individual like that, no way. That goes for women and men. You know, this thing ain't one-sided. You know, so understand, turn it off. And if you turn it off, you entering that level where you gonna be able to have peace at home. But if you coming home treating people like they work for you, you ain't got to worry about no peace or nothing else.
I might not even be at home.
So I'm gonna go ahead and just,
I'll be with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say that and toss the ball over to my OG. And
okay, I appreciate that. I'm glad you brought in the tossing scenario, because when we was younger as a man, we used to play catch all the time. We played catch with football. We played catch with baseball, and and it was a nice game.
Yeah.
Catch. And a lot of guys, they're still playing catch right now. And so I understand some of the women frustrations, but guys, we're talking about some of the things that things that you're looking for to not only play catch, but to play catch and keep. This game today is just not the catch game. We've been good at that. What I'm saying?
That's that catch and release wildlife.
Yeah, that's why. Right. Put it back in the water.
Nah, look, I don't want that one. I
Get the next one. So, this is about the catch and keep game. And the keep game is why we're talking about some of the things that, we think are important in order for a man, what a man is looking for in someone like you. And looks, yeah, we all want someone attractive, or we want to be able to look at certain parts, and if you ain't got that, maybe you got your toes done. You know, I can look at your feet. You know, but the key thing is all the side dishes, everything that's on the side. You know, your personality, the way that you deal with situations, the way that you approach me, the way that, you know, one of the things is the way you take care of your kids, you know, is something that, you know, we didn't mention. But, you know, just to be able to, we are not meant, neither of the two dynamics. I'm gonna call them the major dynamics, because you got people crossing over doing all type of stuff. I'm talking about male, female. None of us ever came into this game into something wanting to be alone. And, you know, we all about us being together. You know, I hope, you know, y'all got something from this. You know, I enjoyed my people being here with me today. Ball-headed specialist, man, you always come with it. Come with it good,
I
baby.
appreciate the opportunity. I like that vibe, guy.
Appreciate the opportunity, man.
Specialist.
Yep. And we just going to get ready to get up out of here. You know, just 10 seconds. Anybody? 10 seconds?
Hey, I just want to thank you, Don, and 95.9 for allowing me to come out and speak, you know, my piece for whatever that's worth. And just having some brothers
10
together.
seconds, T.
And that's it. And 9, 7, 8. That's it. I'll pass the mic.
Hey, I just try to look again. I appreciate, again, piggybacking what T-Scone just said. I appreciate the invite. And we got to do this again. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, it's your boy. It's a specialist. Y'all already know. Like I said, whatever level that you are on, boss or not, when you get home, learn how to turn it off. Learn how to turn it off.
The specialist.
The specialist.
Hill Bill.
Oh, no, I can't say nothing after the specialist. He said it all. He said it all. That's the closer right there, baby. Thank you, 95.9 FM.
There we go. Rafiq, we out, baby.
Rafiq.
Peace.
Appreciate you, man.
What it's like to be in love. Hey, tell me what it's like to feel protected when you hug. I've been feeling like I'm stuck. I'm so stubborn when it come to feeling.